Hello, hello, Hans and Martina here, Twin Flames. Today we have 5 important steps for the Twin Flame Union. This is going to be really exciting. Please subscribe and please press the button that you like this. See you soon.
So today we're going to talk more about twin flames, and the twin flame journey is a very beautiful journey that really helps us come in contact with ourselves and to reconnect with our soul. So this is an amazing journey, but it also has a lot of challenges, and we are twin flames and we have been working with a lot of twin flame couples the last couple of years, and we have noticed that there is some different challenges that often will repeat and that often will come up. So in this video we're gonna help you with this, and we're gonna take up the 5 important steps for you to come in union with your twin flame. Yes. So what's the first step?
The first step is you must learn to love yourself unconditionally.
Yes.
And it sounds easy, but in reality this is much tougher than we believe. Sometimes we think, yeah, but I like myself. But to really love yourself unconditionally is so important. So if we can learn to love ourselves unconditionally, then you will be free and there will be a balance. So when you go in this relationship, it's going to be so challenging. Really go in and really love yourself. As long as you do not love yourself unconditionally, there are always going to be issues with yourself that your twin flame will mirror back to you, because you are each other's mirror here on earth. So that means if you have issues, I don't really like myself as I am, then your twin flame is going to mirror it, they're going to feel it. And it's like, whoa, what's happening here? And in other parts of life, maybe you have a regular job, you've been in other relationships, you have maybe been able to hide this. You have had it like, okay, I don't really like myself, but I can put on an act. But with your twin flame, you're going to feel each other's vibration, and there's going to come up something. You don't always know what's going to come up, but something's going to come up where this feels uncomfortable, and you're going to try to understand it, but it's not always too easy to understand. For example, if you have a lot of suppressed anger, then maybe your twin flame is behaving in a way that evokes this anger within you even more, and you start blaming him or her. So what happens on this journey, why it's so difficult to be in union, is you get feelings of anger and maybe feelings I'm not good enough, but instead of feeling it in yourself, it's like, whoa, this person next to me is making me feel angry, and there's something wrong in my connection with this person, when it's really the connection within yourself. It's going to start a lot of processes. And the thing is to really go into yourself. What is it in me that is so tough to deal with? Because as long as you blame it on the other person, first of all, you're going to really hurt the relationship, and the second of all, you're not going to be able to heal this part of you. It's not the other person has to heal your part, you have to heal this part yourself. This is the most common reason twin flames go into separation, because you can't handle the feelings that the other part evokes in them. So you feel this, I can't stand this other person, and basically it is, I can't stand myself. And because it's so uncomfortable, this twin flame comes so close to you, they have such a connection with you that you actually can dare to relax and really take in all that you have to heal within yourself. And that's why many people, maybe the first time you meet, or you're intimate, or it can be other things, you get really close, it's like, oh, I can't stand you after that. It's amazing, but it can really happen. You're just so relaxed. In the evening, in the morning, you get up all these feelings, and it's going to trigger so much stuff coming up to the surface. And it's really important to stop focusing on the other person here. Of course, you focus for the love part, but what is it in me? If you can handle this number 1 point here, it's going to really help you on this journey to get this union. Actually first in yourself, and then also with your twin flame and with everything else.
Yes.
Yeah.
Important, important, very important.
Yeah.
Maybe the most important part
I
to
think
really
so.
find self-love, because as you said, if you don't have self-love, your twin will show you exactly where you don't love yourself. So
Yeah.
he or she will show you where this is missing, where this is a missing part within
Yeah.
yourself. So it's very, very important. And we also want to mention, before we go to the next point, that we live in Sweden, but we work with people in Sweden, but also in the rest of the world, and we offer different kinds of healing session, and we work a lot of twin flames and soul connections, and also karmic relationships. So if you look at this and feel like that you are on your twin flame journey, and maybe there is some kind of issues or doubts or something within yourself or in the twin flame connection, feel free to look at our services, and we're going to write a link below so you can look at that. Yeah. So the second important step is to really let go of the past. So this is a very, very crucial part. It's a very important key on this twin flame journey, to really look at everything that you have experienced before, and really working towards letting these old things go. So often we have a lot of conditionings that we have got from our parents, from the family. We can have some conditionings from our ancestors, but also from the collective. Maybe we have picked up a lot of things from the school or the society. And this is a very important part, to really become aware of all of these conditionings, because all of these conditionings is holding you back in old patterns. So in order to be more in balance within yourself and in the twin flame connection, you really have to really look at all of these things, and to really bring in healing and let go of everything that's not helping you moving forward. So that's a very important step here. And this is also related to old relationships, because if you're watching this video, you are an old soul, and we think that you're a twin flame or a star seed. And we have noticed in all the work that we have done that old souls often have a lot of karmic issues and also karmic relationships. So we maybe have had one or more karmic relationships, and if we don't really how can I put it, if we don't solve that that problems or that energy within ourselves, we're not gonna be able to come closer to our twin flame, because these old relationships and this energy is dragging us down, can I put it like that? So it's really important to really free ourselves from old dysfunctional relationships. We have to cut cords, we have to solve karmic issues, we have to cut energy ties, we have to maybe break soul contracts and free karmic energy. So this is so important, and sometimes we maybe have had some dysfunctional relationship, and then we break up, and then we move forwards, and we don't realize that we still have a lot of energies going on with that person. So this is something that we have noticed a lot in ourselves, but also in our sessions, that many twin flames still have karmic wounds or karmic ties connected to old partners and stuff like that. So this is a very important key to really come closer to yourself and also come closer to your twin flame. So so that's a very, very important thing to look at. Yeah, do you have something more about that, or?
Yeah, let go of the past is always very important, and the past is what we have in this life, but twin flames have so many lives, and also connection with their origin, being on as a starseed maybe, and on a planet, or that you have been a traveler in the universe, and you have so many things you've had that has blocked you in the past. So it's very important to unblock yourself. And the thing is, maybe even before you had this twin flame relationship, you were not even aware about these things. But we've noticed to get this twin flame union, it's very important that both of you really work very much on yourself, and also your intuitive sides, that you start to develop what is happening within us, both of us. And if one is like, I'm eager to do this, the other one, I'm not interested, the union is not going to happen, because the couples we've seen who are going more and more into union are people that have all type of issues, but they're willing to work on this, to release all this heavy stuff. And if you look at history, maybe you've had past lives, you know, connected with church, you have maybe been in sects, maybe something has happened in wars, you have been in relationships, karmic relationships that you've been in also in this life, and it's like overwhelming. And before you met your twin flame, you said, life goes on, but it's not good, but I don't feel so much of these things. But when you meet your twin flame, it's just going to come up like really powerful. So sometimes you've been working with healing a lot before, also worked a lot with personal development, but this journey is something completely else, and it's like a rocket, and we really have to understand that this is totally outside the box of everything else we have done, and we've noticed other people have done in our environment, because a lot of people are very intuitive before, and are good healers, have we met, but it happens so much in this relationship, and it so much fear and uncomfortable feelings come up to the surface, and it's so easy to say, this is because of you, because the relationship has this, it doesn't look outward maybe in the beginning that this is a healthy relationship. So very important. We've noticed when we seek other people to find advice, we look at twin flame couples who are in union, because they can tell us what we have to do to come in union, and we meet them so seldom in our work. It's not so common, but you can do it, and we hope this can really inspire you to go all the way.
Yeah. So are you done with your...
No, now I'm going to go into the next point. This was about letting go of the past, Martina. Are you done with this point?
Yeah.
So
I think so. I mean, there is a lot of things we can bring up, but we'll take some things today, and we're going to make more videos about twin flames, because we noticed that this is a very big, popular topics, and you can talk about it how long.
So that was letting go of the past. Now we have a serious issue here for many of us, and that you have to work a lot with your ego, to let go of the ego. Of course, we're never ego free. The ego is a part of our life, but the part that you feel that things have to be a certain way. You know, the ego has been formed, you know, from childhood. We've also brought with us things from patterns we've seen in society. So the ego relates to things that has been, you know, man, woman, you know, different religions, how you behave, how you look. All these are patterns and stuff that our ego thinks are normal patterns. And depending where we live on this earth, we're going to have different type of patterns with this ego. And when you let the ego rule your life, you will probably act with fear, but also with a feeling that you have to do certain ways, and instead of just trusting this process. So with the twin flame journey, just trust the process and let go of how it should be, because it's never how it should be. The twin flame union is a lot about taking all these old type of patterns and say, this doesn't have to be the same way. We don't have to have the same type of patterns for thousands of years that haven't worked, and get new patterns. And then we have to let go of the ego that thinks this pattern is the normal way to go. So it's just, when you get up things like, ooh, I'm so upset because she thinks that way, or other way around, is let go of a pattern and just go into, I'm letting go of the ego right now, and I love and trust that I'm going to get the right answers where I do this in a balanced way. Because most things in society are created by these ego patterns, and that's why we have so much imbalance here on earth. And your twin flame will show you exactly what you still have unveiled wounds and pain, because when you have these things, maybe like, I think, you know, I'm a man and that, and she's like, don't go that way. And I'm like, oh, well, this is always I've been, you know. And then it's, I have to work on this ego. In the beginning, I noticed in our relationship, it was very tough to let go of ego, because I felt the ego was right. But after a while, it's like, if I don't let go of it, we're not going to be able to be together. It gets so explosive. And that's also a reason for these triggers and people start separating, because the ego is taking over. Our ego often comes up very strong in this kind of connection, and it's important to break the ego a bit and don't let this part of you make all your decisions. So if it is so, our ego is our 3D, and try to go in more to 5D decisions. Use your incredible talents you have, we all have them within us, your intuition that says, hey, this what I'm doing right now is not really the path I should go, but it's my ego telling me to do that. And we go more from 3D to 5D, because your 5D knows how you're going to treat this twin flame relationship in best way, and also yourself, of course. So it is ego death in a way. Just let it go and let it go. I think this is also a point where so many people have difficulty letting go, because you think with your ego, so you think that's the truth, and she thinks with her ego, she thinks the truth, and if we both do that, we can't. We have to meet all the time and try to get this best connection where she can be true to herself and I can be true to myself. So we have to all the time go into this union where we can find two old patterns and find a pattern that works for both of us, letting go of ego.
Yeah, and the ego is also very much connected to our inner child, and our inner child is the part of us that, you know, think in a certain way or behave in a certain way. Because we have had some experience in the childhood or previous lifetimes and so on. So it can be like if you had some issues with your mom in your childhood, and then you go into this relationship with your twin flame, and you maybe have some feelings of not being seen, and your twin flame is coming and like behaving in that way. So you have to see and experience these feelings of not being seen. So this is very, very common in this type of relationships or connections, that we also have to do a lot of healing work with our inner child. And this is also something we can see in our own life, of course, but also we have had experience in sessions with twin flames when both of their inner child is just like, you know, I'm right, you're wrong. No, you're wrong and I'm right. So, you know, it's a very lower parts of you that having this discussion. So we have to, as you said, we have to let go more of these lower parts within ourselves and act and behave more from the upper parts of ourselves, from our soul, heart, higher self. And this is a long journey. So this is a process. So it's nothing that you can be done with in some months or something. Maybe some people can, but I don't think that's so common. Yes, so we have the fourth step, and that's you have to be open for change in your life. We have noticed that many old souls carry a lot of traumas and many fears within themselves. Many old souls and twin flames have experienced a lot of tough things in the childhood, but also things in previous lifetimes. And these create fears of change. So many old souls and twin flames, they just like, they want to grab the other person, they want to grab some belief system in order to feel safe and feel this feelings of security. So on this journey, it's very important that we open up ourselves for change. We have to change how we see about ourselves, how we see things in the world, and we also have to change how we see on the connection, and also how we think that the other person is gonna behave. So we have to open up for change in relationships, and maybe we are used to some kind of patterns or things in our previous relationships, and in this type of relationship we have to change this a bit and look at it in new ways. So this can be very tough, because we want to have things like we want it, and we want to be in these old patterns, but this is very important. So, and it's also related to how we see this twin flame connection. I mean, sometimes we read things on the internet, and it has to be in this way, or else we're not twin flames, or it has to be in this way, or else we're not in union. And so there is so many types of information, places, and we have to find the answers within ourselves. So you can listen at us and you can take these advices, but really don't look at everything that has to do with twin flames and set, how can I say it, I think I have to say it in a different way. So it's important to not think at things in a too, how do I say it, strict way, or it has to be in this way. He has to be in this way, I have to be in this way. So it's very important to be open for change and to experience, see this journey also as a perfect opportunity to really experience new ways, new ideas, experience yourself in new ways, and experience relationships in a new way. So so change, that's a very big and important step on this journey.
Yeah. Before going to step number 5, I just want to say these things can be very subtle too. So maybe I think when I do something, it's like it's no big deal, but Martina will see these things. So it's very important also to have this conversation with your twin flame. If they say, "Oh, you're upsetting it," of course it can be things in herself, but it's also what am I doing? So that you learn how to understand these things. And of course, if you've done this all your life and maybe generations, it can be very, very subtle. The other thing, the closer you get, this is different from another relationship. The closer you get, you think the better. Of course, it's going to be better. The closer you get, you're also going to get up more triggers and more old feelings. So it's going to be more and more powerful. So you can say the more you heal, more tough stuff you can get up to the surface, but you are also in a better connection with your twin flames, you can handle it. But we've noticed when people before they haven't met, and then they meet and maybe they're intimate and they think, wow, now I'm so close, we've been intimate, now it's happening. And that's when we would say the most people get these type of breakups, or they're not with each other. It's after they've been very close and intimate. So it's not so important all the time just to think that, you know, these things are going to be the things that heal you. The things that are going to heal you are these deep wounds that you heal. And we say the twin flame union is not a love journey relationship. It is, of course, for us too, but it's actually personal development on the highest level. Yes. Now we go into point number 5. You have to go from a sensitive victim to a sensitive intuitive healer. Many of you watching this have been through many traumas in this or other lifetimes, which have created various forms of energy blocks within you. So you are, from the beginning, we're all divine, and we have this balance from the beginning when we're created souls from the very first time. Then things have happened, and the thing is, many of the old soul twin flame have had many lives with torment, very tough times, maybe being slaves, it's been victimized, it's been wars, it's been something with the church, whatever. And the thing is, twin flames choose these journeys very much, so they're gonna evolve and get everything they need once they get in this union to really heal it and be able to help other people heal. So the more tough things you have maybe in your baggage, the more things you can also heal yourself, but also help other people to heal. So this is a feeling that many have, including myself. I felt victimized. I feel, wow, life is not giving me anything good. It's like a victim, victim, victim. And the thing is, if you have this feeling of victim, that you're victimized all the time, you're not going to be able to heal yourself. You have to go into that you see that you are very sensitive. Sensitive is perfect, but you've been sensitive as a victim. You have to be sensitive as an evolving healer. And you are here to transform the darkness and wounds within you so that you can exist and help humanity. So we are all able to transform heavy, deep feelings, to let them come up, and when they've been up for a while, just transform it to love for yourself and also for your twin flame, for other people. And basically, we all need to be humble for ourselves, for other people, and our twin flame. And we don't have to love everyone, but to be more humble about everything will help us much more. We're created as energy beings from the beginning, divine, and it's meant to, but it should be more humble between people here on earth, and we're here to help that. And the healing process takes a lot of courage and willingness to go deep inside the shame from within. When you meet your twin flame and say, whoa, this feels uncomfortable, I'm not going to do it. And that's why it is. I leave and come back, and leave and come back. And some leave forever and never come back. And some people disappear even before they're met. It's so heavy feelings that this still awaken with you. So it's very important to understand that you have this in you. The reason why you're twin flame, because you have it in you. So you have this courage, and instead of standing in fear and not doing your things, go outside your comfort zone all the time. Ooh, uncomfortable. And if you get up feelings, oh, it's so uncomfortable, then it's right. If you go in the right direction you want to go and it's uncomfortable, then you're doing the right things. And then you're going from this sensitive, wounded person to this healer that is actually doing great things. If you're scared, it doesn't matter, as long as you go in the right direction. This process will help you heal yourself and come into union, and you have all the tools and abilities to help others with this too. So if you feel that this is really something for you, and you guys can maybe find something to help other people, you can do it like we're doing healing practices. You can also do it in other humanitarian things that'll help people on this earth. But if you really can do this and find this way to help others, you're showing the way for so many people on earth. And we believe that the mission is doing some big changes for yourself and other people, so this can be a better place to live on this earth.
Yeah. So we hope that these 5 points may help you on your twin flame journey. As maybe we also can mention something about our clearing in the book.
Yeah, do that. Should I do that? The thing is, we're going to have in the description below is if you start subscribing for us, we have a subscription. You're going to get like a weekly letter with information that is happening. When you do that, when you subscribe, you're going to get a free ebook, Soulbalance. And it's a book that is about how you can create balance with help of your intuition and heal yourself. And we give it away for you for free. So you're going to get that when you sign up for this newsletter. And second of all, we're also going to have an energy clearing. So when you have issues and stuff, you can use this clearing. Maybe twice a day, whatever you feel it suits you. And these are free gifts. We're also going to have in the description below a little bit about, you know, our services, our website, and we're also going to have a weekly offer. So we're going to have this weekly offer, and this week's offer is a Akashic record reading for a very, very special price. It's going to be down below. And we're going to have it also, now we do it in English. We've done it in Swedish before. So when we do it in English, it is for you English subscribers, also of course our Swedish friends. You can also go into the Swedish links and do exactly the same as everyone else in the world who sees this in the English language. So just it will be here also for you. So even if you're Swedish, this is for you too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. This has been great doing with you, Martina. I love to do all these things with you. I'm so grateful, and I hope this can help some people.
Yeah. We hope that, and we hope that we will see you again, and we also wish you a wonderful day.
Take care now.
Bye.